guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nadine, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. So I'm back with another midwifery related video. So in this video I'll be giving you guys some tips for my first year students on how to make your life a lot easier while you're studying midwifery, and how to, you know, make it less stressful. It's going to be stressful, it's going to be hard, but these tips will make your life a lot easier while you're studying midwifery. So let's get into it. So the first tip that I'll give you guys is make sure you are registered with the RCM. So the RCM is a professional organization and a trade union that is dedicated in serving midwifery and all the midwifery team, and that includes student midwives. So when you register with them, you'll have, you know, access to a lot of things, such as they have an online learning program where you can do some e-learnings and some educational programs that you can access via their website. They also have their RCM library where you can, you know, find educational books, you know, journals, which could help you with your assignments. They also have, when you sign up, they give you a vaginal examination toolkit, which gets sent to your house. And you also get a monthly magazine, the Midwives magazine, that comes monthly, and that gets sent to your house. The fee to be a member of the RCM, I think, is £1.79 that you pay every month. Obviously this changes once you're qualified, but yeah, I suggest you sign up to the RCM and, you know, gain a wide range of other learning resources and materials and opportunities that come with, you know, being part of the RCM. It helped me out a lot when it came to doing my assignments, finding other material and other referencing tools, such as books, such as journals, and all the e-learning platforms that they have on their website also helped me further develop my learning and understanding. So tip number 2 that I'll give you guys is read and understand the NMC code while you are a student and while you're out on practice. This will give you a better understanding on how you need to act and how you need to carry yourself as a student, as a midwife, and also it could be a good way of referencing when you're writing assignments. You can reference the RCM, and also you can take it along with you on placement, how you need to act on placement. Use that as a kind of a referencing tool on how you should act and how you should be as a midwife, as a student midwife, while you're out on placement and while you're studying to become a midwife. So tip number 3 that I'll give you guys is use a referencing tool or book or people that can help you with referencing if you don't know how to reference. So referencing was kind of a new world to me. When I was doing my essays, I didn't have a clue on how to reference. So I used books, and I used an online tool. I think the tool was called Cite This For Me. I'm not sure, but if I remember it, I'll link it in the description box below. But yeah, so I went to people in the library that were there for, you know, essays and helping you with referencing. Make sure you seek help if you don't know how to reference, as this will help you when you're writing your assignments and give you, you know, better marks in your essays. So tip number 4 that I'll give you guys is try and read before your lectures. So if you have a lesson on, you know, medication or anatomy and physiology, whatever the lesson is, try and read around the lesson before you go to that lesson. So you know, read around your anatomy and physiology before that lesson, or around the medication, so that when you're in the lesson you're not completely confused, you know, you're not completely lost. Lessons are literally an hour or 2 hours, and if you go in the lesson already knowing a few things, you get to learn and understand things better, and you're not there trying to keep up, trying to catch up, trying to keep with the PowerPoint, trying to write things down. So if you are able to access the PowerPoints before your lessons and the slide sheets, make sure you go through it, read it, understand it, make notes, make your own notes, so that in the lesson you're literally just listening and focusing and asking questions rather than trying to jot things down you know, last minute and in a hurry. Tip number 5 would be use a wide range of you know, resources when you're writing your essays. For example, you know, use your books, use your journals, use your research papers, use your guidelines, your protocols, your policies. Use a wide range of, you know, reading materials when you're writing your essays. Don't just rely on the internet, on internet websites, because you won't get a lot of information from them. If you expand your reading and read books and journals, it will be better for you when writing the essays. You'll get higher marks if you use books. You know, there's certain things you can learn in a book or in a journal that you can't learn from a website, from Google. So I would suggest that you use a wide range of learning materials and don't just rely on websites. So tip number 6 that I'll give you guys is make friends with the people on your course and create support groups, support bubbles or networks, because you can share ideas with your peers. If you are, you know, missing out on work, if you don't know certain dates, if you easily forget things, your friends on the course can help you out. You know, they can be, you know, a reminder if you know, forget things, or you can help each other in, you know, reflecting about placement and talking about issues. If you guys have any concerns, any worries, you guys, you know, can talk together, support each other. If you're struggling with writing assignments or revising, you can, you know, revise together, write essays together, share ideas, you know, help each other out. So don't be a loner. Try not to be a loner on the course, because the people that you're studying with can help you out and you guys can help each other out. And you know, you all want to be successful and succeed and become midwives. So, you know, be friends with them, support each other, make supportive groups, you know, write essays together, revise together. You know, you learn more when you share ideas, and there's things that you may forget or you may not include in essays, and you know, your friends can help you out, and then they can read your work and you can read their work, and it will just make things better for, you know, all of you. So tip number 7, I think we're on tip number 7, is learn the common acronyms that are used when you're on placement, or if you're in uni. Just learn them, jot them down so that you know them. If anything arises like an emergency and they're shouting out words, or there's things you don't understand, you know, they're abbreviations of certain things, make sure you learn them and understand them, so that if a doctor says, you know, we need this medication, or we have a SHROM in room 5, or we have something in room, you know, 10, you know what they're talking about from the jump. So just make notes of all the common, you know, acronyms, all the abbreviation of words. Make sure you understand them, take notes, learn them, so that you're not completely lost when you're out on placement. So tip number 8 is don't expect to know everything while you're studying. You can literally be in year 3 still learning and not knowing everything. So don't be frightened or nervous or worried if you are constantly learning, or you don't know. There's certain things you don't know. You will be learning up until you finish. You will be learning up until you're qualified. I'm still learning and I've finished. You're constantly learning new things. You're not going to know everything, you know, in your first week on placement or your second week on placement. Just don't worry, be patient. You will learn things as you go on. If people are telling you, oh, I've done this, don't be like, oh my gosh, I don't know it, like what's gonna happen, it's okay. Everyone learns at their own pace. Don't expect to know everything either. So another tip that I'll give you guys is read over your notes that you make during your lessons or your lectures. Don't just leave them, don't just make the notes in your book and just leave them, forget about them and never go to them again. It's very good to kind of go back, you know, another day or when you go home from, you know, uni, and just read over your work, make some more notes, read them, understand them. So you know, you had a lesson on anatomy and physiology, make sure you go through your notes and make sure you understood what they taught you, read them again, make more notes, get some books out, get some guidelines, and kind of, you know, reference the two, you know, merge everything together, read them on your way to placement, after placement. Just constantly be reading and revising your notes that you make in your lessons and lectures. So the last and final tip that I'll give you guys is, before you go out on placement, make sure you read around placement and what is expected of you and the role you will be undertaking. So, you know, get the guidelines out, get the NMC out, get the NICE guidelines, get the hospital guidelines, read around it, make some notes, do some research on the practice area that you'll be in. If you're going to labor ward, make some notes or read around how you care for women in labor. If you're going on postnatal ward, do the same, you know, make some notes on how you would look after women, you know, on the postnatal ward and what you need to do as a student. Just read around your practice area and placement before you go out there, so you have a clearer understanding of what you're going to do and what is expected of you and how you need to care for these women, you know, moving forward. So that is it for this video. I hope this video was informative and it helped you guys. So to all my first years going to placement or starting uni for the first time, good luck, don't worry. Make sure if you have any questions or if you have any concerns, speak to someone. Don't suffer in silence. Speak to your friends, speak to your tutors, your mentors, and you'll be fine. If I think of any other tips, I'll definitely do a part 2. But thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if it was informative, share it with all your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.